Typically when we open up a database, we find the file here within the exercise folder in this case, and double click on it to open it up, right? Well, Access has what are called access modes. In other words, it allows you to open up the database in 4 different ways, or access modes. And to open it up in 4 different ways, well, first of all, I want to close out of my database, Office logo down to Close Database. So I just have the shell of the program open, Access, and then click on the Office logo button to open, because this is where I'm going to be able to display those access modes. First of all, browse around and find your database. When you find it, select it, and then in the open window, down at the bottom where it has the open button, click on the drop down arrow to the right, and it will display those 4 different access modes. The first 2 here are shared modes, meaning that if you open it up or open read-only, everybody else can open it up at the same time. You're sharing. Then they have exclusive and exclusive read-only, meaning that if you open it up exclusively, basically nobody else can open it up. And I'll explain it in just a second. First of all, the open. It's just like double-clicking on the file and opening it up. Everybody can open it up, just as we did a second ago. The open read-only means that when you open it up, you can only read it. You can't write to the database. But because it's still part of the shared group, everybody can still open up the database at the same time. Then you have open exclusive, which means that if you try to open it up this way, and anybody else tries to access it, they won't be allowed. They'll be locked out, which could be good as the designer if you need to make some changes and you don't want anybody monkeying around in the database, then go ahead and do an exclusive only. Then they have an exclusive read-only, and what that does is that it allows you to just, of course, like it says, read only the info in the database. You can't make any changes, but everybody else can open up the database as well, except they're limited to read-only as well. So if you pick one of these 2, and somebody else tries to access it and try to write to the database, and they're either blocked out or they can't write to the database, then they'll probably send out a dirty email saying, hey, who's blocking me? So in any case, let me show you what that means. I'm going to go ahead and click Cancel, close out of here, and I'm going to go to my network here and double click on that to a network folder. And on another computer, I had Billy open it up in exclusive mode, this back-end database. So when I try to double click and open it up here, give it a second or 2, it's thinking. It says can't use it because the file is already in use. So that's the warning you're going to get if you try to open it up while somebody else open it up exclusively. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.